$1,200. That's how much extra Social Security may have added to your earnings record for every year you served in uniform. And most veterans have no idea it's there. If you served on active duty between 1957 and 2001, Social Security may have credited extra earnings on top of what you actually made. My 82-year-old dad, Wallace, is a Vietnam-era veteran. He checked his record. You know what he found? By the end of this video, you'll know exactly where to look for yours. Here's what Social Security doesn't explain in plain English. There are special extra earnings for active duty military service. If you served from 1957 through 1977, Social Security can credit $300 in extra earnings for each quarter you received active duty basic pay. If you served from 1978 through 2001, for every $300 of active duty basic pay, they can credit an extra $100 in your earnings, up to $1,200 a year. These aren't separate checks. They're added to your earnings record, and your earnings record determines your monthly benefit. Here's why this matters. Social Security takes your highest 35 years of earnings to calculate your benefit. The higher your earnings, the higher your check. Those extra military credits get baked into the math. For some veterans, these credits are the difference between qualifying for Social Security at all and not qualifying. For others, it can mean a higher monthly check for the rest of your life. Even a small increase spread over 20 or 30 years adds up to thousands of dollars. In another video, I break down how VA disability and Social Security stack together. Click the card in the top right-hand corner. But here's the problem. Automatic doesn't always mean perfect. For service from 1968 through 2001, Social Security says the extra credits were automatically added to your record. For 1957 through 1967, they may add them when you apply for benefits. But if your record is missing years of military pay, or if the numbers look off, Social Security cannot fix it unless you point it out. Your DD-214 can be used to help correct your earnings record if something is missing. So how do you check? Go to ssa.gov and create a My Social Security account. You can view your earnings history year by year, look at the years you were in uniform. Do you see earnings listed for those years? Do the amounts look right compared to what you remember? If there are gaps or questions, contact Social Security with your DD-214. You're not asking for a special new benefit. You're making sure the service you already gave is fully counted. And once you know your record is right, you need to know when to claim. I break down the break-even age for Social Security in another video. Click the card in the top right corner. My dad, Wallace, is 82 years old, Vietnam-era veteran. He checked his Social Security record. His military years were there. Every veteran's situation is different, but you won't know what's on your record until you look. Takes 10 minutes. Could be worth thousands. Hit subscribe. I'm showing veterans what Social Security won't explain in plain English. Save this video, share it with another veteran who served between 1957 and 2001. I wrote a book called Medicare for Veterans, The Complete Field Guide. You can read it for free at freevetsbook.com. I'm Duncan, and remember, we speak veteran. You're seeing two videos on your screen. On the left, I break down the break-even age for Social Security and why the math is different for veterans. On the right, I show you how VA disability and Social Security stack together. Go ahead and pick one, and I'll see you there.